Hey guys, welcome again. This is Dr. Hambrick and I'm here to introduce Unit 2. Now, all of your learning is in your textbook and the directions, of course, is behind the folder here below this link. With that said, I'm just going to do a brief introduction. I'm going to try to speak a little slower because I don't want to confuse you. But again, I'm introducing Unit 2, and Unit 2 covers Bloom's taxonomy and the 3 domains of learning. The student learning outcome, meaning at the end of this unit, you should be able to chop, customize, higher order processing, meaning you should be able to think using a system of thinking, and the system that we're using is Bloom's taxonomy, right? So Bloom's taxonomy has 6 different levels of thinking. The first level is knowledge. Second level, comprehension. Third level, application. Fourth level, analysis. Fifth level, synthesis. Last level, evaluation. The reason why I'm using my hands, and if you'll notice I'm going up as I speak, is because the different levels of thinking are progressive. So the more you dive into the higher levels of thinking, the deeper your thoughts will become. Does that make sense? Again, you're going to read about all the details. Make sure you do the activities because that's where you really learn. The reason why it's important to do the activities is because whatever you learn here, you're going to apply it to the test and you're going to apply it to the discussion thread. So in this particular unit, Unit 2, I want you to try to do the discussion thread. It is not mandatory, but I want you to try to do it because this is the unit. It may be mandatory. Check me on that, okay? Look in your folder, in your grade book, and you'll be able to see if it's mandatory or not. If there's points assigned to it, then you know it's mandatory. But with that said, this is a unit you really want to pay all attention to because this unit is going to help you be successful in your other classes. So again, I know in the welcome, I said to you, if life gets hard and you just want to earn that C, or you want to earn the C first and then go back and earn the B and the A, either direction you take is fine with me, okay? So again, Bloom's taxonomy, 6 different levels of thinking. You're going to apply those 6 different levels to different scenarios in the textbook, and then you're going to do for assignment Bloom's taxonomy, the Hambrick's taxonomy of note-taking, where you apply the first 4 levels of thinking to an actual word definition and demonstrate how you would describe that word at 4 different levels, okay? All right, next thing you're going to do in this particular unit is you're going to work with Bloom's taxonomy again, and you're going to learn how to do math. And when I say learn how to do math, I mean you're going to learn how to process math before you get to the level of application, right? So before you start figuring out the numbers and applying formulas, first you're going to have to identify what type of equation you're looking at. So are you looking at a quadratic formula? Are you looking at a parabola? Are you looking at a simple addition equation? What actually are you looking at? Because when you're able to identify the type of equation that you have in front of you, then, right, then you can identify the formula and the rules that go with that equation. Again, that's the first level of thinking, knowledge, identifying things. Once you're able to identify the equation and you're able to identify the rules and the formulas that go with that equation, then you'll move to the second level in Hambrick's taxonomy of mathematics, and that is you now explaining those formulas and explaining those rules. In the Hambrick's taxonomy of mathematics, normally, in regular mathematics rather, you would go from comprehension to application. No, I want you to go to analysis. I want you to skip application and make application last. I want you to then analyze your formula and analyze your rules and see if they can be applied, if all the necessary elements of the equation are present in order for you to apply the formula and the rules. Then I want you to do the application, actually solve the equation according to the formula and the rules. When you do that, you're going to find that mathematics is so much easier. Again, follow the examples, do the reading in the book. You're going to find that the reading in the textbook is according to the unit. So you're going to skip around in the book. Go ahead and get that in your head that you will be skipping around in the book to make this successful because I want you to learn the theories and then take and apply the theories to an actual problem. Does that make sense? Okay. And finally in this unit, you will use Bloom's taxonomy as it relates to writing, right? So we have all these different type of papers: persuasive, narrative, argumentative, you name it. They have all these different types of papers out there. So what I want you guys to do is learn to take the 6 different levels of thinking and design a universal style of writing that will help you write any kind of paper that come your way. And I'm going to help you with that in the textbook. Again, read, do the exercises, and you will do just fine. Okay? So that's Bloom's taxonomy. Now, the second theory that you will learn in this unit is the 3 domains of learning. So we're at about 5 minutes and 39 seconds. If you want to stop and work on the Bloom's taxonomy stuff and then come back to this point to do the 3 domains, you're more than welcome. But briefly, the 3 domains of learning is probably one of the easier theories, and that the 3 domains of learning are cognitive, affective, and psychomotor. Cognitive is thinking. Cognitions, your thinking. Affective is your feelings, your emotions. And psychomotor, just remember motor, psycho, thinking, and doing. Psychomotor skills is physically carrying out an action. It's what you're doing, your behaviors, right? You're going to learn about this particular theory, and you're going to learn that there's, between the 2 theories, Bloom's taxonomy and the 3 domains of learning, that you can mimic learning and you can actually have coherent learning. Mimic is when you can think at all 6 different levels by mimicking somebody else's thought at all 6 different levels. So you can demonstrate that you're thinking at 6 different levels, but do you understand? And that's where I want you guys to really trust the system, read the book, learn things in every single class from a coherent perspective. So again, you got mimic thinking and coherent thinking. Coherent thinking is where you not only demonstrate thinking at different levels, but you do it by choice, on purpose, skillfully. That means that whether you're at work and an instructor, or an advisor, your supervisor asks you to carry out an action, to hold a meeting, to do a presentation, to supervise a group of people, you will be able to think at different levels to tell you what you need to do to be successful in any given situation. I say that again, any given situation. If I was approached right now by, say, astrophysicists, and they explained the concept to me, I would first ask them to define a couple of terms in a way that I understand them. And once they give me the basic understanding, it's off and running from there. There is no conversation that I cannot have. And that's what I want for you. I want there to be no conversation that you cannot have, because you know how to think at 6 different levels. And where you get stumped, you also know how to ask questions at different levels to gain further understanding, to improve yourself, whether you're in my classroom, someone else's classroom, or having a private conversation, or you're at work working with a customer, thinking critically about their problem. That's what this chapter is going to help you do. So this is a very important chapter. So please take your time, read through it, do the exercise. If you have to do it 2 or 3 times, do it 2 or 3 times. Really get this. Take your quiz, do the discussion thread, and again, get that C, but work towards the A and the B. Okay? All right. Finally, your student learning outcome for this particular unit is CHOP, Customized Higher Order Processing. Again, at the end of this particular unit, you should be able to create your own. That's what Customized Higher Order Processing means. It's taking these different theories and creating your own unique system of learning that's going to better help you learn how to take notes, better help you learn how to write, better help you learn how to do mathematics. In other words, communicate in different contexts. That makes sense? All righty. I look forward to seeing you in Unit 3. All right. See you next time.